Yeah, I can smoke an Atabay with a Byron.
You can smoke an Atabay with a Byron?
Yeah, see?
Are you going to smoke an Atabay with a Byron? Damn. You are going to smoke an Atabay with a Byron. Okay, I'm just going to go ahead.
Such a tight ass.
All right. Well, you shouldn't, because we're in and we're rolling. Let's go.
Boom, just like that.
If only we had a gong man. Where do you
get a gong?
Can we get a gong man up in this? It's got to be you. It's got to be the chosen one coming in. Okay, we need some gongs.
He's a master gonger.
It's
going to confuse a lot.
There he is. There he is. Oh, and you're wearing your belt buckle. We'll talk about that.
It's the hat of the week.
Okay, we are rolling, so let's go ahead and hit some headlines.
Okay. Show number 235, Saturday at the Shop, take 1. That's new. The completely biased, unofficial, uncorrupted, official top 25 coming soon. Let's recap the Germans storming ICC. Making your list for the 12 days of Christmas. I can't wait.
You ready?
Yeah. Cigars and guns. Updated designs.
And the final one.
What's the last thing you learned about cigars? Question mark. Dunk.
We'll be back in 10 seconds.
Watch the blues go up in smoke.
What's up, Papa?
Nothing. Do you not want Instagram on?
Well, if somebody wouldn't mind helping us, because this doesn't make sense.
It updated something.
But it's Saturday.
And we're at the shop.
It's Saturday at the shop. Ryan, thank you so much for being our gong man that we can always rely on being the standard of how you read headlines.
He is. And just, he's a gong master.
He is. Yeah.
He's a yellow belt in gong.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I like that.
Working his way
I
up.
like that. Ronnie, feel free to pull that if you would like to. Just don't block the lens. And we're gonna be rolling here. Pops.
Yeah.
Damn good to see you.
Good to see you. You've been gone for a couple of days. You were off in a third world country. Where were you?
I was in the Dominican Republic.
Yeah.
This is also, for those of you who are watching, an earthquake is not hitting Frisco. Ronnie is helping us with the tech.
Yeah.
I was in the Dominican Republic doing some go local stuff with a cigar client.
Yeah.
Who will remain unnamed. But
Yeah.
I tell you what, it is this reestablishment of respect for the rollers, of the blenders, of the entire process. If you get a chance to go to a cigar factory, make sure you go there, because it's amazing. If you get a chance to try to roll a cigar, you'll see.
Yeah.
This
I saw
is
some of
no
your
walk in the
handiwork
park.
this morning.
Wasn't bad, right?
Not bad when you get a chance to use a press.
Well, I mean, they all use presses.
When we were in Cuba, we didn't get the press, and they look pretty rustic.
Did it?
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah.
That is not working there. That's okay. That's all right. How was your week this week? You did
Busy.
things?
Yeah, busy week. A lot of stuff. You know, I have a couple different jobs, so it's been busy. But I guess good and busy is good.
Good.
Yeah.
We've got Larry Adams coming in, Julie Adams coming in, Marty Upton coming in, Wayne Ferguson in and in.
In.
We got Hawkeye to our left side.
We got Hawkeye, Gong Master, and the Mike Choate.
The Mike Choate. I noticed you were doing something with that. That's a pretty cool little gadget.
This is a cool
you've
little
got.
device. Our friend Jake Powell, better known as Balls, he had these cigars made that this unscrews, and you can stick it into your corn cob and eat your corn.
Or your cigar and smoke the last 14 centimeters of it.
Yeah,
However
yeah.
long 14 centimeters
Yeah,
is.
I've seen people using these to smoke the last freaking leaf of and burning their mouth and
just
stuff.
smoking the last little
And
bit of ash.
I just can't do it.
No.
When it gets to the fingers, my fingers are warm. It's time to set it down and move on.
I'm curious, how many of you use a cigar poker to get the last quarter of an inch of a cigar. I cannot do it.
No.
I cannot do it.
I picture that same person is sitting at the refrigerator with the gallon of milk going,
Hold it. But Dad, don't do that because people who are not watching this with volume, it's not going to be
true.
good.
Well, just imagine getting the last drop out of your gallon of milk.
Will you go ahead and push the this notification? Good morning for those of you who are joining us on Instagram, Cigars and Guns, and our Facebook. This is Saturday at the Shop, our weekly get-together, where I get to sit with my pops and have a cigar for an hour. And those of you who are on Instagram get to watch that part of Pops
really the
all
better
of this.
side of me. The other side was tried to get ripped off by a dog, but this side, stellar.
Stellar. You want to try something different? You want to try something new this morning?
Yeah, let's.
This is a cigar
You want me to just do like an EpiPen demonstration with this and see how that works out?
Not new ways to hurt each other.
We've hit each other before on the show, but I've never actually stabbed you.
Smoked up.
I was thinking about smoking this.
Smoked up. What's that?
This is
strap
the
hanger?
new strap hanger double decker.
Is that
You
what
know
it's
anything
called?
about that? Yeah, it's called the
the
double
double. That is brilliant.
This is the Principal Cigars strap hanger, which is like now our third or fourth fastest selling cigar in the Principal line, which is incredible in and of itself. But the double decker, this is a Corona Gorda version of that cigar.
Why is it called the double decker?
Well, because it's it's not twice the size of the original, but this has a I think it's 1950s era British bus ticket
As the
as
label.
the label. So now you think about the double-decker buses in London, and that's what ties this whole magical brand together. And the best thing is there's nothing English about Darren Chaffee.
He's predominantly French.
Predominantly New Yorker.
French,
On a
but one hell of an Italian cook. I'll tell you
one
what.
hell of an Italian cook. I think he has some Italian in him. And then he's Nashville. What is this? Are you making me smoke a cigar that you rolled?
No, I would never do that.
Okay.
This is a cigar. Yeah, just smoke it. We don't carry it. But I'm smoking the same too. Just so you know, it's not a trick. I'm smoking the same thing. An absolute legend gave this to us yesterday. When I say us, I mean it's Gabe and myself, and he left his in my humidor, so now we're
Very
smoking
unique.
them together. And this was rolled 2 days ago, so keep that in consideration. It's pretty nice right off the light, isn't it? Pennsylvania broadleaf.
That's what's unique.
You wouldn't expect this to come from that factory, would you?
No,
Uh-huh.
because somebody didn't take a bag of pepper and smash me in the head with it. Mm-hmm. And I'm being nice.
So what's happening for everyone who's coming in with us this morning? I want to hear from you. What's happening? How was your weeks out to the world out there?
I think I'm going to toss this out just to kind of get the
Yes.
comments coming in
About it being an upper decker?
about it being an upper decker. Yeah,
Everyone thought it.
Yeah, you know the one thing about Wayne Ferguson is he will laugh at every fart joke. You know that. He's
a fart joke guy?
He's 13 years of age at heart. So every fart joke, every double decker joke, anything that has something to do with a turd Ferguson is in, which is how he got it.
I like that.
We have had a ton of activity on newbies, and one of the things that came up as I was looking at it and just kind of scrolling through and answering questions where we can. And it kind of goes with what's the last thing that you learned, which was, I don't mean to bounce around on your list.
Please do.
But I noticed on Cigar Newbies, there's some really quality questions that are coming in. What type of cut do I do? Of course, humidity questions are always coming in. The ones that kind of drive me crazy are
how cheap can I get a cigar?
how cheap can I get a cigar, or tell me what I'm going to like. I think there are always some great suggestions, but so if you had one opportunity to ask one question in cigars that's just been rattling around your head, what would it be?
how important is having perfect humidity? That's a question that I'm basically relaying is, how important is perfect humidification in the cigar? And if it's off 1% or 2%, does it make a difference? Or is it less of a deal than
I
what
see
it's made out to
there
be?
are people that are in
What's up, Brian McGee?
like utter panic because they notice that the thermometer, hygrometer that they have in their humidor is 69.5. Oh shit, what do I do? It's okay. Don't worry about it. I mean, I run my humidor at home at 63.7%, which means bottom cigars are probably at 62, the top cigars are probably 64, 65. But I personally like a cigar a little bit dried out because as soon as you light that cigar up, it introduces humidity, it introduces it makes that cigar wetter. So if you start with a cigar that's wet, 72, something like that,
impossible.
that if you've had the cigars that performance is so important to me. I'd rather have a slightly dried out cigar that draws good than have one of these cigars that it's like smoking a marshmallow. Nothing comes through it. They charcoal up. They get steam behind the ember. They get really soft and
Real
mushy.
bitter.
You know what's? I run it a little drier. So yeah, but don't panic. And put 69s in your humidor. But I'm not a huge advocate of these guys that are asking for 75s and 72s. Usually they're just making up for a humidor that doesn't have a seal.
Yep. And you talked about importance, but we've got a couple of people coming in here with something extremely important. We've got Brian McGee coming in with a good day. We've got Dusty Robert coming in with a good day. Why don't you just go ahead and give the world the good day they've been waiting for?
Well, and that's, of course, if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know where you're coming in from.
Where
we will
are
say,
you in from?
What?
I wanted to reiterate that is, where exactly are you in from?
Yeah, because I'm starting to get to the dialect to the point where I can get it down to the county.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So let us know where you're coming in from exactly. If it's in Texas, what county? If it's in Nashville, why?
Yeah, Darren.
Certain parts of Kentucky. Congratulations on the internet. So I think that, see, Turd got that one.
He likes
He
that one.
likes that. Yeah, he's a techie guy. He's a tech guy. But if you're coming to us from a foreign country like Chicago, let us know. I will say good morning to you in your native tongue. I know that Dusty's coming in from Lincoln, Nebraska. Good day, mate. Go Big Red, GBR. And happy birthday to our friend Tony Goins. It's his 59th birthday, and he's having a little celebration up at his cigar lounge in Lincoln, Capital Cigar Lounge.
Right on.
Wish
Happy
him the
birthday.
best. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Tony.
And Brian McGee, he's on I think he's on the eastern side of town of Dallas. So you'll notice that I'm kind of playing that whole Collin County. Good day, mate.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Man, it's good to be back. It's always good to be in this seat, sharing it with all of you beautiful people here. But Johnny, I'm talking to you, and as well as you, Josh Sims.
Josh Sims.
Let's talk a little bit about cigars, shall we? Because I've got a box full of them, and there's
that humidor. Mystery, because I don't know what you have in there.
That humidor this morning
packed.
is looking really good.
It's packed.
And what I love to see is Darren started to ship some dress boxes, some actual wrap boxes for the Bad Principle, the Frothy Monkey trays. I'm very, very excited how the rest of the humidor is also keeping up. I mean, just look at the goodness in all of this.
It's incredible.
Which one do you want to talk about here?
Well, I'm particularly fond of this one.
Yeah, that's the one I was hoping you were going for.
This is the Industrial Cigar House Stick. Darren Chaffee sent some. They've been sitting for 2 years in the Dominican. And they just came back in. That age has done some wonderful things. This cigar was already good. Mm-hmm. But the age on this cigar, it gave it a little bit more depth. It actually gave it a little bit more strength.
And it's a slightly different blend.
That's right.
It's a slightly different blend. I think it's a good evolution for the house cigar. It's a little rounder, a little smoother.
Yeah, steps up a little bit in strength. Yeah.
Is that what did you think it? As far as overall intensity on your palate,
Yeah. It's
Really?
hitting me a little bit more on the sides than I normally do, but it's not in a black peppery kind of way. So the cigar is spectacular. Spectacular.
that is, I will go right here. We've kind of had a last lone soldier sitting in the box for a minute.
Yeah.
But this is a Crux Epicure Short Salomon. What I love about this when we say Salomon is it has a torpedo on one side and it closes a little bit at the foot. And what you can expect out of any Salomon is a lot of change. When you first start, you're basically starting a small ring gauge cigar like a Lancero.
Right.
So you're going to get a lot of flavor, a big pop, you're going to wake your palate up. And then as that cigar opens up, you'll feel it start to breathe, intensify, and then you'll just have a lot of ebb and flow. That cigar will calm down, get really composed, and then start building as you proceed through the cigar. Excellent cigar. It's a Connecticut, but really sits in that medium to medium plus, really. It has a full body to it. And what's really cool with this cigar that I haven't seen with any others, if you're brand new to cigars, you can smoke the Epicure and just puff it. Smoke it, puff it. It's smooth. It's nice. But if you want a touch more intensity, little pop to it, just retrohale that cigar, take it through your nose, and you'll see it really comes to life.
Yeah,
Nicaraguan Tobacco. Yeah. Those guys did a fantastic job with that cigar.
This Pennsylvania broadleaf is very unique.
It's good, right?
Yeah.
It's very good.
It creates. I'm at that point now where I haven't connected the dot of the flavor. I'm tasting something very specific, but I haven't connected the dot, which tells me that it's a unique flavor. But I haven't. That's not common in other cigars.
It's interesting because something's still missing from this cigar.
Yeah.
You can feel it's not quite there.
Well,
as a
like you
test.
said, it's 2 days old.
Oh, and when we were there, this is what I learned when I was down there. As we talk about stuff we've learned in the cigar industry, there's a design term called killing your baby, which is you spend all of this time developing it. You have to be okay killing your baby and realizing that it's not going to work.
Yeah.
Well, this idea, in which is going to be released by one of these manufacturers, is having something that is just truly elegant, beautiful. And we tested this cigar as Blend 2 the first day we got there, and it was fragrant. It was everything you wished it would be. And we smoked it the next day. Just 1 day difference, gone. And I felt this emotional, like when you lose a football game, you're like, damn it. Damn it. We were almost there.
Yeah.
But you have to be okay with saying it's not there. Let's move on to the next. And when you look at a blend, this is sometimes a year process that these blenders go through of roll it, smoke it, wait 5 days, smoke it, wait 2 weeks, smoke it, wait 30 days, smoke it, 60 days. And all along that process of time that you can't speed up, you're in love with it, and then it lets you down. And then you got to kill it. So every single one of these blends takes...
How much more, now that you've had that experience, does that give you appreciation for the comment that Nelson made when he sat in our backyard and we were smoking the 1850 Byron for the first time? It was the first ones that he had seen out of the wrapper. He handed them to all of our whole family, and we smoked it, and how nervous he was. Because when we asked him what his biggest challenge is as a blender, he said, I have to roll a cigar and imagine what it's going to taste like 4 years from now.
Which is impossible.
You think about that.
Yep.
You think about that. You're talking about from 1 day to the next, it changed. 30 days later. Imagine putting hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of cigars in the aging room and going, I hope this tastes okay.
Ship it.
Oh, I'm going to add French oak to the mix now in my aging process, and not just age it in cedar, but now French oak. What does that do? By the way, I'm talking about the new Alfonso and the new Byron 1850s are not only just aged in a cedar room, but a room that also has French oak. And imagine the
nerves.
The nerves.
The risk. I mean, we're talking hundreds
risk.
of thousands of dollars worth
Huge
of,
risk.
I hope this is good.
Yeah.
Because
the thing about whiskey guys and Scotch guys all have to do the same thing.
Yep.
They
But
roll
you
that,
can
they
blend
try
it.
it 5 years later and go, what?
You could blend that out, though.
Yeah,
if you
that's
don't
true.
like it, you could make a blended whiskey out of it, and then you've got something special and you can market it. You cannot reblend a completed cigar.
Right.
So it has to work. It's unbelievable, the amount of details in the back end of what happened.
Let me just, there was a comment that you made when I said, what was the question that you would ask? And you said, sarcastically, what's the cheapest cigar? The thought process that we have just discussed is not part of the discussion on a bundle of cigars for $30. Mm-hmm. It's not part of the discussion. They just take whatever the highest volume, cheapest tobacco that they have. They use it as a testing ground to get their beginning rollers ramped up, and then they put them in a bundle and sell them at fill in the blank.
You know what they also do, and the vast majority of them do, is when you go to the rolling rooms, and hopefully you guys have an opportunity to visit a factory. If you do, make sure to do it. You'll see bins, boxes, just on the side there. That's all the stuff that they're done with, that they're effectively sweeping up the floor with. They're not actually putting it from the floor, but they're just taking all of their
In Cuba, they do.
stuff, and they put them in those, and then they'll just stick them in a machine, do it. There's just no love, it's just making dollars out of trash, which completely understand. You've got to do it. I mean, you're talking thousands of pounds of tobacco a day.
I ain't mad at them. There are people that want to get on the rung of the ladder and start climbing up their cigar journey. And there's a whole bunch of people that are wandering around the base of the ladder smoking all of this cheap shit. Do yourself a favor. It's Christmas. Buy a great cigar and find out. The beauty of this space, the beauty of cigars, I think personally, the Alfonso you're smoking right now, to me is the best cigar I've ever smoked. Ever. It's $35, right? If you wanted to try a Pappy Van Winkle 23 year, it's $325 for a pour. So if you want to find out what that stuff up there tastes like, you're going to have to dig deep. To think that I just smoked an Atabey that was $22. It's unbelievable. And so it is one of those few things in life, if you're chasing wine or spirits, it's one of those few things where you can taste the best and then make your judgments from there. But at least know what great tastes like, and it's affordable.
Yes,
for
truly
most.
great. Not marketed, bumped up stuff, because that does exist.
Right. Oh, sure.
But you are talking about Christmas, and I think that's a great pivot as we roll into the 12 days of Christmas starting on Tuesday. And I want some feedback here on what those who are watching are going to be asking for Christmas in the world of cigars. Mm-hmm. We've got those. I should have grabbed one of those 3-packs of those Atabeys, because
that's awesome.
That's excellent. But what's something that you, who has everything, that you would want to receive for Christmas?
I think as a cigar smoker, I like trying assortment. So I'd want an assorted pack.
Wayne wins that comment so far. A girl for cigars. I can help you with one of those. An assorted pack. So just cigars.
I think a cigar assortment is great. I know a lot of people are buying accessories right now. A good ashtray. I think.
Those concrete ones?
Well, we have the concrete ones. We have the stinky ashtrays that are beautiful, all patinaed out in copper and all these other things, simulated copper.
Yes.
But when you smoke outside, which a lot of our customers are grab and goers, when you're smoking outside, it's that ashtrays start to get pretty gunked up. Mm-hmm. So putting a nice ashtray outside is great. I don't know. What about you?
I think this is one I've actually wanted myself for a while, since we've got it. I just haven't pulled the trigger. But this is the Le Fin Lam cutters.
Yeah.
And you can get them with this beautiful, true leather case to them.
Yeah.
But for me, who I'm getting more into cooking, I like that feel of actually cutting everything and trimming and doing all the work. And this gives a similar setup. These are manufactured in France. And what's really cool about it is they use a specific type of steel.
Stainless
right?
steel.
It's stainless steel that they use on sushi blades.
It's the same. Yeah, it's the same stainless they use on sushi blades.
And it's got a name, but I'll remember what that is. But it has.
Ask Ryan.
Don't he just. But regardless, it has a real knife feel to it, and what I like about it is you can sharpen it.
Yeah.
You can hit it on steel and keep it sharp. But the tactile feel of sticking a cigar in there and feeling it cut each one of the tobacco leaves is really cool. And it's got a much different look to it. It's got great weight. The quality is fantastic.
I love the video that they put on their website where the guy cuts his cigar and then goes up and cuts the lime to put in his drink using the same knife.
I didn't think about it
Why
like
not?
that. Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
But for me, this is where I go.
I can attest to how sharp it is.
Saludos de Casa Torrent in Mexico.
El Gudeo Ameto.
There we go. Sorry. Well, they don't
That
get
nailed it,
offended
didn't it,
down there.
Adrian?
They don't get offended down there.
It was perfect. Close. Did you hear Adrian? He said it was dead on. In El Paso.
well-
That's El Paso. That's El Paso. Good morning.
But Mike walked in and said he thought his grandfather was in the room. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's unbelievable.
It is.
Unbelievable how good you are at that.
Yeah.
Just offending everyone.
Yeah.
I mean, you went directly from Ryan to all of Mexico, just like that. What's something else you want to put on your 12 Days of Christmas list? Ashtray was there. Cigars were there.
I think some of the hard to find cigars.
How
are
about a
always good.
120-year-old cigar?
You know, if you wanted to really blow somebody away, we have cigars that are over 100 years old that are pre-embargo Cubans. These experiences are so rare, but it is so unique.
And some of them start at about little over $100.
Yeah,
That's how I.
pre-embargo Cubans. So we can sell Cuban cigars prior to the embargo, which was 1962. The ones that we have were 30 years old when the embargo was signed. That's crazy. Just 30-year-old cigars. We have those Fittipaldi sitting in there from 1997. And that has tremendous age. To think they were going to sit for another, 10 years before they whacked those things? Or before they did the embargo? It's just incredible. Incredible.
I mean, we have some cigars that are from before the Wright brothers took flight. Think about that. We are before human flight. That's a cool experience that you can share with somebody.
Well, everything in that vintage rack, the television hadn't been invented yet.
Every single thing. Yeah. When those cigars were being smoked,
they were listening to the radio.
Someone was listening to War of Worlds happening, thinking that the world was being taken over by aliens. Fucking idiots, man. Just think about
where
that.
It all started.
That's where it started.
That's where it started.
So we will have the 12 Day of Christmas. That will be kicking off on Tuesday. Look for something every day. If you're not on the newsletter, just go to industrialcigars.com, hop on there. You will get hit with it.
Yep.
It'll be one a day, and it will be really, really cool. And we have our other Christmassy time release, which happens every year, which is extremely biased. Will you? I can't even remember what the title is to it, but
yeah,
you
I'm
want to
glad
talk
you.
about that?
So this is the time of year where Cigar Aficionado and all the different cigar
This hat right here?
magazines, and when everybody starts coming out with their annual top 25s, and it always seems ironic that the cigars that are at the top of the list also seem to have full page ads in their magazines. Not sure if that's a coincidence or not.
No, a total
But
coincidence.
it's just interesting. We have a completely biased, unofficial, uncorrupted, but with a caveat, official top 25 that's coming out soon. And we actually have a ranking system and all those other things, but we are open to corruption. I think that's the thing is any manufacturer would like to guarantee themselves the number 7 position.
Yep.
You're not a manufacturer, sir, but we can.
I mean, I'll take your
we'll
money.
take your money.
I'll give you a little quick pimp there. I think that'll work just fine.
So-
but racing teams aren't free, you know?
No.
And we haven't started the racing team because we haven't been corrupted on this list yet.
No,
so we're
but-
really going for it.
But they'll be guaranteed a fender position.
Whatever fender they want.
Whatever fender they want.
I'll put that shit on the windshield.
Yeah, exactly.
But I do love Fig Newtons.
If we could get Fig Newtons on there, that would be so cool. So yeah, let's do that.
What I think we asked this last week, but I do want to just throw that back out there and get feedback on what are some of your top cigars of the year.
What
have to be on
was
the
your?
list.
So we like to do our top 25, but I think we also look for what would be the best value cigar. What was the biggest surprise cigar of the year? And that's, man, I've got I've got 3 right off the top of my head, maybe 4. So I mean that's tough. What's your 3? 'Cause I don't think you can have one.
No, as far as surprises or as far as just cigars?
What's your surprise? What are your 3 surprises?
I could go top 25 surprises of the year because this has been a good year in cigars.
It has been.
I would say the No Namen would be 1. The 1842, Darren's 1842 was absolutely showstopper.
Yep.
And then the third, I'm not surprised by any of the selected tobacco stuff because it is what you would expect it to be.
The Alfonso, it wasn't a surprise that it was so awesome.
No. Oh,
but it was
the 20th anniversary by Gran Habano.
Gran Habano. That was where I was going. I'm also really impressed with the Cavalier.
Ooh, the Cold Summer, the Prospector,
No,
Inner Circle.
The Inner Circle. I'm really impressed with that cigar. I'm really impressed with the DC Cold Summer. That cigar definition is killing it. I'm really excited. This week we'll have coming in the Definition Cigars Chairman Robusto.
That one that he didn't share with us.
The one he didn't share with us. Apparently he'll share it now if I buy it.
Interesting.
Yeah. But the Gran Habano 20th anniversary is incredible. And we've gotten more than our fair share.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, let's do this. We can talk some more about cigars, but I want to say thank you to Oliver Nichols for coming in this week.
Yeah.
From Germany.
Yeah, it was the I'm not sure which anniversary it was when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor, but he was in during that week.
81.
It was the 81st
right
anniversary when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor. No, it's
don't look over to.
I saw it.
You can't keep looking over there. He's got a cowboy hat.
No, I was looking for the math. I was looking for the math.
It was the math.
Yeah, it was the math.
How can you think of? How do you do that twice? How do you? Sorry for those of you who are watching.
We're an equal opportunity. We're equal opportunity offender.
Yes.
Watch our show on Tuesday. I dare you.
But
if you're sensitive,
those of you who were watching on Tuesday, it was Oliver Nichols, it was Andrew Frakes, and Garrett Reed, as well as Chris Pennington was in. It felt weird not being on that show, and I did miss it. What's up, Stanko?
Hey. What up, Stanko?
But they got rid of some of these original run.
They were the first testers.
From 2016.
From 2016 for German engineered cigars. He had some like double Coronas.
It was the A. It was an
A. It was an A.
Yep.
That's right. So he had those. He had them sitting out front. They were $20, and all of the money went to the toy drive, which is fantastic.
I think we raised another something like $800 to buy toys to go on top of that.
Yep.
That goes to Frisco community families, on top of the 3 or 4 boxes of toys that people helped us raise.
Exactly.
So that's going out this week.
So, that was just incredible. But apparently during the show, your brother and Garrett Reed decided that they would, they gave a challenge. If we sell all of these, somehow it spun out of control into, I'll drink a beer out of a boot. And Garrett brought in on Monday on Wednesday, I think it was, the most disgusting looking work boot. And him and Andrew both drank a beer out of that boot to honor their commitment to
the
selling
children.
it out.
Nothing says support the children like shotgunning a beer out of an old boot.
I think they thought they were safe till I got here. And then I heard the story and then made sure that they were all gone within 3 minutes. And then watched Garrett just go, You know what that means? And then he told me the rest of the story. I would have bought him even faster than that had I known.
Okay, so what you're saying is Garrett didn't know that you knew what his challenge was and what it meant for him and Andrew. If
I
you
didn't
guys
know.
completed.
I sold him within a couple of minutes. Me and Johnny Goodner bought him because it was going to a good charity. It was going to a good cause. So I bought him for the cause perspective and the fact that I was going to get a really good cigar that's been sitting around for a while. Then the cherry on top was finding out that those two idiots were going to drink a beer out of a booth.
Which is up on Insta. I'm not putting that on our channel, but you can go to the CG Read and check out both of those guys drinking a beer out of an old boot.
What I got to hand him, and here's
What's up,
where,
Mark Meyer?
Here's where it took some, where they kind of gained some credibility, is before Andrew drank his, there was still backwash from the first one, and Garrett finished that.
That is rough.
It was a rubber work boot.
Let's get to something brighter than that.
Yeah.
And more exciting than that. And
'Cause there was no
let's
brightness.
get to our closer and our true anchor man here. Let's bring on Adrian Barunda for the close because I'm too damn excited to open up my shirt club shirt of the month.
Yeah, do it.
Everyone give it up for Adrian Barunda! Hey!
Oh, Larry Adams did remind me, and they were also quick to remind me, I need to get my toenails painted blue still.
We talk about that every Monday
Let's
in our
just get-
corporate meetings here.
Ryan, do you know anybody?
He's not going to come anymore, and he's going to get us sued.
I
What's
thought
up, dog?
maybe he
Good
maybe
morning.
knew somebody that could do it.
What's happening with
Possibly,
this vest? This thing's dope.
Something I came up with. Put a little patch here.
Don't you love testers?
Yeah,
You just get all of the unreleased
I
stuff.
love and I hate it because then people start asking for it, and I may not make it, but oh
Well, I think
Yeah.
that's badass.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, if you can talk a little bit about Cigar Club for December, as I get ready to open this up.
Yep.
If you want to take the mic here for a second, talk about what's happening for December's Cigars and Guns Shirt
Yep.
Club, because it's badass.
Yeah. So the Cigars and Guns Shirt Club. It's a monthly club. You get a shirt with a new design every month. Cigars and Guns type style. It's a comfortable, super good quality shirt. So December, we did a collaboration with the Industrial Cigar Company. Brandon and I got together and put the design together. This is November. Yeah, this is November's, even though we're in December.
Yeah,
a little
this
late.
is good. Yeah, I'm happy
but
with this.
for December, it's going to be ICC kind of co-branded Cigars and Guns shirt.
This is November.
November's, it's pretty cool.
Oh, nice. All right, I'm already liking how this
Yeah.
starts.
I smoke things.
Smoke things.
I smoke things.
Little barbecue, little cigar.
Smoke people
So
right up in the dome.
the original idea actually had a silhouette of a person, and I was like, that's too.
That's aggressive.
Yeah, it's super aggressive. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to pan well, but I said let's do a target. So,
I smoke things. Yeah. That's good. I think all of that makes sense. And you've got a 2-color here on a black shirt. This
Yeah.
is. I just love
Yeah.
whatever brand it is you're using.
yeah, quality's great. This was one of my things when I started the shirt company, is that I wanted something that I would wear on a daily basis and would certainly get it the same quality every month.
Here's what I love
Yeah.
is I wear a number of the designs all the time, but it doesn't shrink up. It doesn't shrink, so if you put your arms up, it's showing your belly button.
Yep.
It's-
That's a huge thing for me too. Yeah, once you wash it and dry it, I hate it when it like shrinks up. You're like, oh damn, I should have gotten a extra large
hell
or
yeah.
something. But yeah,
Good font, too.
please don't shrink.
Good font. I smoke things. That's this. If you want this, it's too late. You ain't going to get it.
Yeah, so that one's done and gone. That's what I failed to mention is that they're exclusive shirts every month. I will not print them again. So December, you have 4 days to join if you want to. Cigarsandguns.com.
And that's an ICC collab.
Yeah,
that's
that's
one
gonna
where
be
you guys
ICC
did the
collab.
design together.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see it.
So we'll get that going on. The cutoff is the 14th of the month, and then you'll get it last week of the month. But you have until the 14th when I order the shirts and get them in and done.
That's posted in.
Oh, cool.
That's posted down there. in the comments for those of you who are on Facebook, on Instagram. Just go to cigarsandguns.com.
Yep. Which is going to be revamped. I've been talking to the guys who are redoing the website. It's pretty close to being done. So what you see today is going to be totally different. Hopefully within the next couple weeks.
Hell
totally
yeah.
Revamped. Yeah, it's going to be a good looking site.
Adrian, will you sign us off to the end of a good show?
Yeah. You guys enjoy your weekend. Catch us every Saturday for Saturday Shop at 10-ish Central Time. And then Tuesday, we got any notes for Tuesday?
Don't put us on the spot like
Hey,
that.
man,
We don't
I
know shit.
Sometimes you have
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good
good-looking
point.
guest or something, but
Let's find a good-looking guest for Tuesday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could do that.
Yeah, we can find a good-looking guest.
Tuesday.
What's up, Lindsay Joe?
Cigar Talk
Many
Live
years.
every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Central Time. So catch us there.
Peace. We out of here.
See ya.
Later, guys.
That was